Want to create YouTube videos that attract thousands of views in just 5 minutes without showing your face, no editing skills, and no speaking on camera? Welcome to Petter AI Profit, where I share easy ways to make money with AI, even if you're not tech savvy. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell, because at the end of this video, I'll reveal a powerful AI tip that can help you succeed.
All right, in this video, I'm going to walk you through how to use CapCut on your PC too. Add cool effects like black and white filters and smooth transitions. Improve audio quality, big time zoom in, zoom out, even animate parts of your video using keyframes, and make sure your videos look sharp and ready for TikTok, YouTube, or anywhere else. Oh, and I'll show you how to add those automatic subtitles that just float perfectly on screen without you typing a single word. Sound good? Let's jump in. First things first, go to Google and search CapCut download for PC. Click the official link and install the app. Once it's done, open it up. You should see a screen with panels on the left, middle, and right. On the left, that's where your account info and stored assets will live. In the middle, you've got your editing timeline and video preview, and the right side shows your current projects. To make things easier, I highly recommend switching the interface to English. It gives you more features. Also, check for updates by clicking the settings icon near the top right. Always keep CapCut updated. Newer versions unlock extra AI tools and video effects. There's also a feature for managing storage. You can create or delete spaces, like folders, where your project files live. Clean up old projects here to free up space if things feel slow. Now here's where it gets exciting. CapCut's got some really cool built-in AI tools like text-to-speech, turn text into voice, lip sync animation, AI video filters, and smart templates. Screen recording feature built right in, no need for extra software. If you're someone who loves automation, this is gold. Let's create a new project. Hit the New Project button and boom, you'll see the main editing screen. Here's what you'll find. Import area to upload your videos, audio tab for background music and voiceovers, text section for titles, subtitles, and auto captions, effects and transitions to spice things up. Everything's right there, super easy to access. Let's say you've got a video ready. Drag it into the main workspace or click the plus icon to add it. Once added, your video will drop into the timeline below. Right-click the video to separate audio. This gives you better control. Now you can edit sound and visuals independently. You can zoom in and out of the timeline by dragging the slider. This makes fine edits way easier to handle. Here's how to cut your video. Move the playhead to where you want to cut. Click the split icon, scissors. Delete the section you don't want by right-clicking and selecting Delete Pro Tip. You can combine 2 clips into one by right-clicking and choosing Group. This keeps things organized. There are 3 quick cut options. Split in 2, delete left of playhead, delete right of playhead. Each option helps you trim fast without messing up your entire timeline. And if you make a mistake, just click undo or redo at the top. So right here, I'm going to add more video clips as raw materials so we can easily recognize them. We're going to add videos like this, and we need different types of clips to clearly identify and understand what we're working with. For example, if I want to grab this section right here, we'll do a basic cut, we'll split it, cut the left side, and then cut the right side. As we work step by step, we'll move along. Now for this part, let's say I want to flip the video or rotate it. There's a tool right here that lets us rotate. You can rotate 90 degrees or keep going to do a full 360, or even rotate in various angles depending on what you need. See? There's a reverse mode here too, where the video can be flipped. There are a lot of modes available. Reverse playback, flip horizontally, etc. Super convenient depending on your editing goal. So that's our first section, basic cutting and splitting. Now let's move to the frame aspect ratio section. If we want to design this video for TikTok or YouTube, we go to the aspect ratio settings. For YouTube, it's best to choose 16:9, so just click here. If we're creating a TikTok video, we'll select the TikTok ratio here. When selected, you'll see options pop up for TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Instagram Reels. Click the platform you want and you'll see safe zones. The safe zones help you avoid placing important content too close to the edges. So I'm zooming in now. Let's say I want to place the doctor's image in the middle section. That means we should avoid putting any key visual or text elements on the borders. It may get cut off, so this is how you set up the correct frame layout. The preset aspect ratios above make this part easy. If you want a closer look, just zoom in like this. You'll still see the doctor clearly, centered properly in the frame. This section helps you make sure your layout fits each platform's frame. Now let's move to the audio editing section. To better understand audio, let's split the video in audio tracks. I'll move to this part and extract the audio. If your audio sounds noisy or messy from recording, like wind or background chatter, we can fix that easily. Head over to the noise reduction area. You'll see a noise reduction icon. Click on it. Once clicked, it will automatically clean up the background sounds like wind or static. Super fast and helpful. Now, say you want your background music to slowly fade out. Just go to the fade out section and drag the handles. And if you want it to gradually fade in, use the fade in option. This makes your audio feel more natural. If your sound is distorted or unclear, we can also adjust that. Now, if you want to change the voice tone, go to the voice effects section. There are plenty of voice styles to try. Preview them and pick what fits your mood. Just drag the volume slider up or down and look at the waveform. That's a great way to visualize audio intensity. The louder it is, the taller the wave. It's really helpful when fine-tuning your mix. Some effects sound dreamy, nostalgic, or like a voice from the past. They're great for storytelling or adding emotion. There's even echo or reverb effects you can try. Now that's pretty much the sound effects section. You can also adjust the volume level here. All right, that's the first big chunk I wanted to share. Now let's move on to another powerful feature, transitions. Say I have two clips and I want to make a smooth transition between them. We can split the clips layer by layer. It's really intuitive. Let me split these two clips. Now between them, I want to insert a transition. Look for the transition section. Click there and pick a transition effect. You can adjust the transition's duration too. Preview it and see how it looks. If you're not happy with the current voice filter or effect, you can return to the original voice settings. Let's jump back and listen to the original version. If the new voice isn't what you like, just switch back to default. And here you'll see how the scene transitions. If you don't like the current one, simply replace it with another. There are many transitions you can try. Just drag and drop to apply. Now, if you want to apply the same transition to all clips, here's how. Split your video into sections, pick the transition you like, and click Apply to All. There's a button for that. Super convenient. It'll apply your selected transition across all cuts. That saves a ton of time. That wraps up the transition section. You'll find all kinds of creative effects there. Just try out what feels right for your video. Now let's head over to video effects and enhancements. If you want to add special effects to your clips, like sparkles, people effects, or animation, this is the place. Search for star effects, character effects, animated overlays, and more. You can stretch or shorten them on your timeline to preview how they look. Sometimes it's a lot, so just look for icons and visuals to guide you. If you find effects you love and use often, save them as favorites. There's a little heart icon for that. This creates your personal favorites area so you can grab them quickly anytime. That wraps up the effects section. There's a section called Favorites here. You'll see it labeled as Favorite. This is where we can store all the effects we use frequently. That way, next time you edit a video, you don't have to waste time looking for them again. It's a huge time saver. So yeah, these effects are super useful and easy to reuse. That's how we add visual effects, transitions, audio edits, and basic video cuts. Now that we've learned these more advanced tools, let's move on to captions. We've already got a great video, so how do we add text to it? You'll find a text section up here, marked with a T icon. Hover your mouse over it, and you'll see a feature for automatic captions. This will automatically generate subtitles for your video. First, choose the language. There are a bunch available. For this tutorial, I'll select English as the voice language. You can also generate translations into another language simultaneously if needed. Once I select English, I click Create, and after a moment, it'll generate the captions directly on the screen. It looks really nice. Now, if the captions are hard to read, we can drag them upward on the screen to reposition. Let's say I want to change the caption style. I go to the text section again. First, we select a text template. Move over to the sidebar, and you'll see a variety of templates available. Pick the one that fits your style, preview it, and go with the one you like best. You'll see the transition, audio, and everything syncing perfectly. It works like those lyric videos where the text follows the voice. That's basically how you customize subtitles to match your aesthetic. You can stretch the text block, change its color, and pick from many fonts and effects right there in the sidebar. There are tons of ready-to-use text effects, so you don't need to design from scratch. You can even animate your text. There's a section specifically for text effects too. It's beautiful and super convenient. And just like visual effects, you can favorite any text style you like. Click to save it so it's always handy for future projects. All right, we've wrapped up the text section. Now, if you're ready to export your video, you can close the preview pane. That's just the preview. Your final video will look exactly like what you've designed. You can also add custom text manually. Click the Add Text button, and it'll let you type in anything you want. For example, I'll type ABC channel. Then move that text box anywhere you want on screen. You can adjust its style, effects, animations, just like you would in PowerPoint, Word, or even Excel. You have full control over fonts, colors, and positioning. It's super simple and intuitive. That's the method a lot of creators are using these days. Next, let's talk about how to add icons or stickers from outside sources. There's a section called Stickers. Search for whatever you want right in the search bar. For example, if I want to add an arrow icon, I just type it in, and boom, there it is. Let's say I want a subscribe button. I search for it and drag it into my timeline. Once it's on screen, I can reposition it anywhere I want, however I like. It's very easy to rearrange. You can preview how it looks. Now, if you wanted to have motion effects, like a zoom in, click the element and look to the right side of the screen. You'll see a pin icon. Click to lock it, then move to the keyframe section. Click on it, zoom in on the timeline, and it'll gradually zoom or animate as the video plays. You can create smooth zoom in or zoom out animations like that. That's how you add motion, either slowly increasing or decreasing the size. Now let's move on to audio. You'll find all kinds of sound effects in the audio tab. There are two main types, music for TikTok and copyright-free audio for YouTube. Let's say I want to find a bell sound. I'll search for bell in English. It'll show lots of options. I just preview them and drop one into the audio track below. Then I adjust it to fit nicely with the rest of the video. You can mute the original clip's audio if needed and just use the sound effect. Need footsteps, applause? Type in what you need. Just remember to search in English. There's a massive library and it's all super easy to preview and use. You can also trim or stretch sound clips just like video layers. So now you know how to add sound effects, music, transitions, filters, all in one place. And as a final touch, you can apply a color filter to your closing scene to give it that finishing polish. Here we can select from this final section. It's the filter transition area. This is where we can change the visual filter. In this spot, you'll see a variety of filters. As soon as we drag one in, the filter is immediately applied. For example, if you want to make the scene darker, you just choose a dark tone filter. Let's say I want to turn this clip into black and white. Just like that, it changes instantly. Only this area can handle that for us. So now we've basically completed a full video with text, audio processing, voice enhancements, and then moved on to visual effects and captions. Basically everything. With just these simple steps, you already know the most basic way to improve your audio and create a high-quality video. All very easily done right inside the CapCut app. All right, once we've finished everything, if we want to export the video, there's an export button right here. In this section, you can name your video. For example, call it whatever you like. Then you select where to save it and choose the video quality. If your video is high quality, I recommend selecting 4K or even 8K. Just leave the default settings as they are. 264 is the best optimized format for uploading to any platform. In this same section, you can choose the right frame ratio. For example, if you're exporting for YouTube Shorts or TikTok, The default vertical frame is perfect. Then you just export the video and you can ignore the rest of the settings. Now just click the publish button and your video will be rendered and ready super fast. If you've learned something useful and you've figured out a new way to create content with CapCut, don't forget to leave a positive comment to motivate me to keep making more tutorials.
And that's it. You've just learned how to create a YouTube video using AI in just a few minutes. Comment below and let me know. What keyword will you try first? If you found this helpful, give it a like to support me. And don't forget to subscribe to Petter AI Profit so you won't miss the easiest money-making AI tools I'll share in the next video. See you in the next one.